You do not have to keep bracing around it right now. Something may still feel unfinished. Not loud. Not even easy to name. Just present. It may be a conversation that never settled. A decision that still feels open. An answer that has not arrived. An outcome that does not fully rest inside you yet. It may be more than one thing, or no clear thing at all. A reply not given. A reply not received. A path not chosen. A path already chosen, but not settled inside. Sometimes the mind keeps a place for what has not resolved. Sometimes feeling does too. Something incomplete can remain quietly nearby. A sense of almost. A sense of not yet. It may not ask for your full attention, and still it does not leave. It can linger under other thoughts. It can stay beneath ordinary moments. A faint sense that something is not done. It can stay vague. It can stay unfinished in feeling, even without words. It can return in a soft way. It can remain, even when nothing is being asked of it. Nothing about that needs to be pushed away here. Nothing has to be tightened around. Nothing has to be closed right now. I am here with you while it remains open. You are safe, even with this. Safe with a thought that has not completed itself. Safe with a feeling that has not fully taken shape. Maybe it is about someone. Maybe it is about a choice. Maybe it is about what comes next. Maybe it is only the sense that something has not landed, or that the mind has not put it down yet. That unclear place does not need an answer from you in this moment. It does not need a conclusion. It does not need firm edges. The open part can stay open for now. The unclear part can remain unclear a little longer. Some things do not arrive in a clean shape. Some things stay half known for a while. They remain as a pull, a tone, a quiet incompletion. And that too can be here without becoming a demand. You do not need to chase the missing piece. You do not need to hold yourself so tightly around the not knowing. This can be here as it is. A little unclear, a little unresolved. Still here, and still you are here too. Not failing this moment. Just beside what has not finished, with me in a quieter kind of safety. And beside that open place, another movement often appears. The mind leans toward it. It circles back. It tries again, not because you are doing anything wrong, not because you are stuck in some unusual way. This is such a human motion. When something feels unfinished, the mind often reaches for shape. It wants to sort, to revisit, to place one more thought beside the last one. It may seem to say, perhaps one more pass will do it. Perhaps one more look will settle it. Perhaps, if I turn this over carefully enough, it will finally become clear. And so it returns. First, as a small revisiting. A sentence replayed. A moment checked again. A detail brought back into view inside the mind. You might feel that first movement around the forehead or behind the eyes. Even while that happens, the breath is still moving. Nothing has gone wrong. Then it returns a little more firmly. The mind begins arranging pieces. If this meant that, if that had happened instead, if only one missing part would come into place, you might notice that second movement in the jaw or in the throat, a slight gathering there. And still the breath moves. Still you are safe here. Then it returns as an urge to finish it. To land somewhere definite. to know what to think about it, what to feel about it, what it all means. This can press softly in the chest, like a leaning forward inside. And still the breath moves. The open part does not become dangerous just because the mind wants closure. Then again, sometimes more quietly, it returns as planning, a rehearsing, a preparing, a reaching ahead toward a future moment where everything might finally feel settled. You might feel that in the belly, a small tightening, a slight brace, and still the breath moves. Nothing here needs to be forced open. The hands may be warm or the legs a little heavy, and that too can simply be included. This is the pattern. Return. Reach. Tighten. Surge. And beneath it, breath. Beneath it, your body still being held by this moment. Thought, breath, and sensation can all be here at once without asking anything more of you. So, if the mind goes back again, that too can be noticed without judgment. The loop does not need to be condemned. The urge to solve does not need to be solved. It is only the mind doing what minds so often do when something stays open, reaching toward an ending, reaching toward relief. And for now, even that reaching can simply be here, breathing with you. And here, something even softer can be let in. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Not the question that keeps returning. Not the feeling that seems unfinished. Not the part of you still leaning forward, hoping for an answer. In this moment, you are allowed to stop carrying it as a task. Picture a quiet room with an open page resting on a table. The page is not complete. A line trails off. Space remains. And yet the room does not tense around that openness. The table does not ask the page to finish itself. The air around it stays easy. You can let your own inner world be held that way for a little while. Like an open page resting where it is. No final sentence needed. No conclusion required. Nothing has to be figured out before you are allowed to rest here. If the mind moves toward the missing line, that is all right. Minds do that. They reach. They search. They want to complete the thought. But the page can remain open on the table, unfinished and still fully allowed. Your breath can keep moving without solving anything. Your body can stay here without producing an answer. Perhaps the shoulders loosen a little when nothing is being demanded. Perhaps the jaw does not have to hold the question so tightly. Even the chest can be exactly as it is, without pushing toward resolution. This moment is not asking you to arrive anywhere. Again, the open page rests on the table. Still unfinished. Still safe to leave unfinished. The room remains calm around it. Nothing rushes in to complete the line. Nothing urgent is standing over it. You are allowed the same mercy. No answer is needed right now. No decision is needed right now. No inner sorting has to happen right now. Whatever is unresolved can remain unresolved for this one breath, and then for another. Permission does not have to be earned. It is here already. And if another thought says, "But I should settle this," that thought too can rest on the page without being completed. It does not need a response. It does not need a counterargument. It can simply be one more unfinished line, lying quietly where it landed. Once more, the page rests on the table. Open, incomplete, not failing, not behind, just open, and around it, the room stays kind. Time feels wider here, wide enough for what is unfinished, wide enough for your breathing body. So for now, let it remain unsolved. Let it remain unanswered. Let it remain open without treating that openness like an emergency. You do not need to close the page. You do not need to write the ending. You only need this moment, held gently enough for nothing more to be required. And sometimes that same openness is not only in thought. It can be felt in the body too. Uncertainty may appear there in quiet ways, not always dramatic, not always easy to name. Just a certain physical, not quite settled feeling somewhere in the breathing body. The breath is already moving, whether anything is clear or not. And near that movement, you might notice the chest. Sometimes uncertainty gathers there as a faint tightness, or a watchful feeling, or a sense that the space inside is slightly occupied. Nothing needs to be done with that. It does not need to explain itself. It does not need you to settle it. The next breath can simply pass through this same area. Incomplete thoughts may still be somewhere in the background, and the chest may still feel exactly the way it feels. Both can be here. Both can remain unarranged. You are not being asked to notice perfectly. You are only being accompanied while this body is allowed to be as it is. And then, without searching, attention may drift lower toward the stomach. For many people, uncertainty has a place there too. slight turning feeling, a faint pull, a restless flutter, or perhaps only a general sense that something in this area is not fully at ease. If that is present, it is allowed. If nothing stands out there, that is allowed too. The breath keeps arriving. The body keeps receiving it in its own quiet way. Sensation does not have to become a message. It does not have to become a problem. A turning feeling in the stomach can simply be a turning feeling. A pressure in the chest can simply be a pressure in the chest. Nothing here needs interpretation before it can be included. And around these places, there may be a broader physical unrest that is harder to locate. Not one point exactly. More a whole body sense of waiting or bracing or not knowing where to land. Even this does not ask anything from you. It can remain unnamed. It can remain partial. It can remain just noticeable enough while the breath moves in and out nearby. So the body does not need to prove anything tonight. The chest can be as it is. The stomach can be as it is. The wider feeling of physical uncertainty can be as it is. And you can rest here with that simple fact. A breathing body, sensations that need nothing, space enough for them to be noticed or barely noticed in peace. And with all of that still allowed in the body, something else may be allowed too. The simple fact that nothing has to finish itself tonight. A feeling can remain open. A question can remain unanswered. Something incomplete can stay incomplete and still be held in a quiet kind of safety. You might imagine a page resting open on a table. One sentence has been started, but not completed. The words stop halfway through, and the page does not mind. It does not strain toward an ending. It simply remains open. In the same way, something in you may still be open too. Not broken open, not urgently open, just unfinished for now. And unfinished does not mean unsafe. Unanswered does not mean wrong. Not yet resolved does not mean something has gone off course. The page is still resting there. The sentence is still incomplete. Nothing rushes in to complete it. Nothing insists that the final words must arrive before rest is possible. The page stays open, and the table continues to hold it. That can be enough for this moment. If some part of your mind is still reaching for conclusion, that too can be unfinished. If some part of the body is still waiting for certainty, that too can remain as it is. No answer is required before the next breath. No closure is required before this moment can soften around you. And again, the open page. The partial sentence. The gentle pause where more words could come later, or not yet. Still, nothing is wrong. Still, nothing has to be forced into shape. Still, the page belongs exactly where it is, even before it is finished. Perhaps this incompleteness has a place to rest in you tonight. not solved, not dismissed, not turned into a lesson, just left open, the way evening leaves some things open, the way breath keeps moving through a body that does not have every answer. And one more time, the page remains open. The sentence remains unfinished. The table continues to hold it without complaint. Incompleteness can rest there. And you can rest here. Not because anything has been settled, only because nothing here needs to settle before it is allowed to be. So the open things may stay open a little longer. The unfinished things may remain unfinished. And the body can keep receiving this quiet moment exactly in the middle of that. The page is still open on the table. The sentence is still unfinished. Nothing about it has been resolved. And still, something around it may be a little less tense now. Perhaps you can imagine a hand resting near the page. Not writing, not correcting, just there beside what is not finished yet. A moment ago, that hand may have been holding a little tightly, not because anything was wrong, only because uncertainty can draw the body inward. And now, maybe one finger is not pressing quite as hard. Maybe the palm is not as firm. Maybe the space between the hand and the page feels a little easier. The unfinished sentence remains unfinished. page remains open. Only the grip around the unfinished feeling is softening just a little. You might notice something similar in yourself. Not that uncertainty has left. It may still be here, just as it was. But the jaw may be a touch less set. The chest may be a touch less braced. The hands may be a touch less closed. Again, the page on the table. Again, the unfinished line. Again, the hand beside it, not needing to hold so hard. The question is still a question. The not knowing is still here. But around it, there may be the smallest bit more room. A little less pressure in the throat. A little less pulling inward in the belly. A little less need to clench around what has not been answered. Not opened all at once. Not released completely. Just eased. The page is still open on the table. The unfinished line is still resting there. The hand has not gone anywhere. It is simply resting nearer now, with less effort in the fingers. And maybe, in that same quiet way, the breath moves with a little less catch in it. The throat may not need to hold so much. The chest may not need to guard the question so closely. Even with the not knowing still present, something around it can be met more gently. Nothing needs to change for that gentleness to be here. Even a very small easing can be enough for this moment. And one more time, the page stays open. The sentence stays unfinished. The hand beside it loosens by a breath, by a fraction, by enough to feel a little more space. Uncertainty remains. Yet its hold may not need to be quite so firm in this moment. And it can stay like this now. A little open, a little unfinished. Nothing asking to be carried any further for this moment. Nothing asking to be solved before you rest. Nothing asking the body to stay ready around it. This open moment has room for you. If attention drifts, it drifts. If it lingers here, it lingers here. If sleep comes near, that too can come near in its own way. The page can remain open. Not waiting, not pressing, simply open. And it does not have to become anything more than that right now. Open is enough for this moment. And you do not need to hold yourself so tightly beside it. Not in the jaw, not in the throat, not around the tender wish to know. Whatever is here can be here in a softer way. Even the unclear parts, even the parts that never quite become words, even what stays dim, even what does not offer an answer. You may still feel the edges of not knowing. And And still, nothing has to close around that. Nothing has to finish itself tonight. Some part of you may keep listening. Some part of you may already be farther away. Both are allowed. Nothing is left out by that. The waking part can rest. The drifting part can drift. The page is open. The line is unfinished. The space around it stays soft. And here, without forcing an answer, without tightening around an outcome, you can simply remain unclosed too. Open a little. Resting a little. Still unresolved. And still met in a softer way. Still open enough to leave untouched. Still not needing its ending yet. So the page can stay open. And you can stay unclosed beside it. Or farther away from it. Nothing more is needed from this moment. Nothing sealed. Nothing finished.